Okay, first, thanks for my cameraman Trevor here getting me going. But I thought it might be easier to explain this on a video rather than type it all out. So we've got 62 students surveyed, and we found out that they like apricots, bananas, and cantaloupe. First of all, nobody likes apricots, so that's weird. But here's what we're gonna do. The way that I tackle these is I kind of make a Venn diagram with some circles that are connected and intertwined like this. So I'm actually going to start over because I need my circles to be bigger. Sorry about that. So we're going to go just a little bit bigger here on the circles with bigger overlap. And here's what we know. So we've got our apricots, we've got our bananas, and we've got our cantaloupe. Okay. We know that this number right here is 34. We know that the bananas is 30. We know that the cantaloupe is 33. And then it gives us some interesting stuff here. We know that 11 like apricots and bananas. And so that's this little slice right here where they overlap. But notice that it's not where all three overlap. Then we've got 15 that like banana and cantaloupe. And we've got 17 that like apricot and cantaloupe. So what we don't know though is this middle piece. And so anytime they give us a problem like this where they start to fill in some of the numbers, they're always going to leave a piece out, and we have to figure that out. So it says that 19 liked exactly 2 fruits. So what that tells us is this, that these areas right here, so this marker doesn't work. That's no good. Okay, this 15, this 11, and this 17. Some of those like all 3 because there's only 19 that can be made up of these 3 spots. So we can set up an equation that's going to look something like this. We've got 17 minus x plus 15 minus x plus 11 minus x, and that has to equal 19 because these 3 pieces have to equal 19. And what x is going to be that number of people surveyed that like all 3. So when we add these up here, we're going to get 32. So 43 minus 3x equals 19, and we can solve this, and negative 3x is going to equal negative 24, and so x equals 8. And so now this is where I was going to have a different color here, but that marker doesn't work. So let me see if I can find one. We had a pink one here somewhere. Do you know where that is, bud? Oh wait, here's a blue. There's a green one. Okay, we'll see if this works. Okay, so now we're going to go ahead and we're going to replace some of these numbers on the inside. So we know what x is. We know that x now is 8. We're going to go ahead and put that 8 in there. Okay, and if x is 8, then each of these areas we just labeled as 17 minus x. So if that was a 17, but 8 of those 17 are now included in the all 3, this guy here is going to be a 9. This guy here is going to be a 3. And this guy here is going to be a 7. So notice before we had 17 right here, but we didn't know this number. So now if you look at it, there's still 17 there. We've got 9 and 8. That's still 17. We had 11 here. That's 8 and 3. It's still 11. Okay, so I think that the question here was asking us how many like just apricot and none of the other fruits. So we have everything filled in here for these 3 pieces of A's circle. And we know that A's total is 34. So when I add these up, I've got 9 plus 8 plus 3, that's 20. And so I know that right here, that has to be 14 because it has to equal 34. So that's how you go about tackling those. They are tricky because you got to find the missing pieces. Sometimes they'll tell you what all 3 of those are, and you got to find and work and find the different pieces the other way. But that's kind of how that works.